So I'm recording my process of doing this so that in a year from now I can look back and see if I'm any better. So I started off by modeling the basic shapes so I can angle the camera just to get it right. I looked up some references for like the spine, which you can't even see it in the final render, but I used an array and everything just to learn. Make the ribs. Those were easy. It was just a lot of copy and pasting, not too much work. I just tried to make it to the image as close as possible. There's bits that I wanted to add, but I kept free. I don't know, it just didn't work out. I moved on to the tree. The tree was alright. I started off with the cube, which caused issues because it looked too blocky. In the end, I used one of the add-ons that like you select the loop and then you can make it circular, and that helped out tremendously. I moved on to the branches. I believe I only modeled like 2 or 3 of them and then just copied and pasted. You can't really tell the details in the final render, so I used that to my advantage. Just switched it up here and there, added little ones. It came out alright. So I tried making my own rocks using the ANT add-on. I didn't like how it turned out in the end, so I just used an add-on which had a bunch of assets and like it included rocks and buildings, so I just used that. Then I moved on to the monolith. I cut it up, shaped it to like the gold bits in the image, added the material. This was pretty fun to do. Mess with the lighting to see if I can get an idea. Then I did the cracks. That was actually, I think this was the best part for me. It was just satisfying in the end. So the building in the background, it's just the same add-on as the rocks. I used that instead of modeling since you wouldn't see it either way. So here I'm trying to do the spiral of rocks that's floating. This was fun too because I never messed with the particle system. It came out pretty alright. I just used the pre-made rocks again. Then I moved on to making the half ring cloud, which wasn't too bad, especially because it was just a quick Google search. I then tried to do the wisps of mana. I just did some curves and then added an empty volume and linked them together. Moved on to the branches. I added a displace modifier. Added some texture to it, I guess. It just made it a bit more detailed. I tried doing a crater, but it didn't turn out how I wanted it to. So I moved back to the wisps here. Here I was trying to do a gradient on one of the wisps, because in the picture it's a red, green, and blue wisp, and I could not figure out for the life of me, so I just copied and pasted 3 of them and just had them as different colors. And then I used the particle system on it. Messed with the white paint too. Learned that a bit. The water was pretty alright to do, or pretty fun to do. Messed with a bunch of free water materials that I'm so grateful it's there. There's like these rings here, so I added the Tauruses, and same thing as the other clouds, just empty volume, and then linked them to that. For this light, I used this plane and just added an emission. Added another plane here with the particle system just to add a lot more rocks here, especially because it seems like there's a bunch of rocks here. Moved or added some more branches here and there. But yeah, overall I'm happy with it, and I'm excited to look back on this a year from now.